Good afternoon, everyone. 11th class, Accountancy, Chapter 8, Journal Entry. So today we'll be doing not the complete question, different type of entries only, because in the questions the same entries are repeated again and again. So today we will be doing the different type of entries only. Okay. For example, first entry, goods were sold, goods sold, costing rupees 50,000 for, not for, at a profit of 10%. So please tell me the entry for this transaction. Goods sold costing rupees 50,000 at a profit of 10%. So how many accounts are involved here? First of all, we have to analyze the transaction. Okay, how many accounts are involved here? Which two accounts are involved here? Please tell me. Yes, very good. Whenever goods are sold and goods are purchased again, yes, very good. I have not write the name here. I have not mentioned the name here. Okay. I have not mentioned the name here. It means the transaction is on. I have not mentioned the name here. So it means the transaction is on credit or cash. Yes, it is on cash. The transaction is on cash. Yes, transaction is on cash. So two accounts are involved here, cash, and whenever goods are sold, sales account is there. And when goods are purchased, purchase account is there. So for goods, sales and purchase accounts will be used, not the stock or goods account. Okay. So cash account is an asset and sales account is a revenue. So when we are selling goods, cash is incoming. So cash is increasing and revenue is also incoming. So revenue is also increasing. Yes. No, Harshita, please. In previous class also I told you that now you have to forget the concept of accounting equation. आपको accounting equation को journal में use नहीं करना है. Accounting equation is a separate topic and journal is a different topic. Okay, so don't try to use accounting equation rules in journal. Otherwise you will remain confused. Clear? Accounting equation बिल्कुल भूल जाइए तभी आप journal कर पाएंगे. Clear? So cash is asset, sale is revenue. So asset is incoming. So whenever asset is incoming, it is debited and revenue is also increasing. So it is credited. So the entry will be, journal entry will be cash account debit. You need to write journal entry in the format. Here just because space is very less, I am not making the format. So cash account debit to sales account. Now, by what amount the entry will be there? Amount. What amount you need to write in the amount column? Yes. Cash account debit to sales account. What amount you need to write in the amount column? Please tell me. Yes. Cost of the good is 5,000 and profits are always added in it. So add profit. This will be your working note. 50,000, 50,000 and the profit is 10%. So the 5,000 is the profit. Now the selling price, cost plus profit, that is the 55,000. And you need not to show the profit separately. Profit is included in the sale price. So that will be included there only. Total cash you are receiving 55,000 and total sales are there 55,000. Narration being goods sold. Being goods sold. Yes. Am I clear? Please tell me, am I clear? Goods sold at a profit you can write. It's your choice. If you want to write like goods sold at profit, so you can write it. Yes. Next transaction. Write down next. Next transaction is, write down transaction. Just wait a minute. Yes, write down the transaction, beta. Next transaction is traveling expenses paid. Yes. Traveling expenses paid. traveling expenses paid. Please tell me, is the screen visible to you all? Complete screen is visible or not? Please tell me. Yes. Okay. So traveling expenses paid. Traveling. Yes. Traveling expenses paid. Rupees 1000. What will be the entry? Please tell me. Which two accounts are involved here? Yes, which two accounts are involved here? Traveling expense. Yes, very good. Yes, traveling expenses and the paid. Whenever we are making payment of anything, then one account involved will be cash account. Okay. One account involved will be cash account. So two accounts are involved here. Now, traveling expense, the nature of the account is, it is an expense account and cash is an asset account. So whenever we are making payment of any expense, it means our expense is increasing, and making payment means cash is going outside. So cash is decreasing. So expenses are debited when they are increases and assets are credited when they are decreases. Yes, very good. So the journal entry will be like this. Traveling. Okay, wait, I am making here format for the better understanding, so that we are doing all the entries in format. This is the column for date, or you can write here serial number if no dates are mentioned. Then this is the format of journal, and two columns for amount. Yes. Okay. And yes, this is serial number or date, and this is particulars. This is ledger folio, the column which we have to keep vacant. Need not to write anything. And what is this? I will be telling you when we will be doing journal chapter. Here, rupees debit, rupees credit, credit. Okay. So the entry will be traveling expense debit. So the entry will be like this. We need to write like this: traveling expenses account debit to cash account. And the amount, whatever the amount is given, suppose it is 5,000. So 5,000 in the debit column. Please see to it that how I am writing, because the way or the method of writing is very important in the journal. Debit amount will be written in the debit account in front of, and credit amount will be written in front of credit account. You cannot write like this 5,000 here and 5,000 here. In front of the account you need to write the amount. Now write the narration, and narration is being traveling expenses paid. In short, you can write the narration. Then closing line. It means the journal entry is completed. Journal entry is completed. Okay. Write down next transaction, that is withdrawn rupees 5,000 to pay. Yes, withdrawn rupees 5,000 to pay fees of son. Means the proprietor has withdrawn rupees 5,000 to pay fees of his son. So which two accounts are? Personal use. Yes, very good, Samay. Cash and drawings. Good understanding. So two accounts involved here are cash and drawings. Whenever we are making any personal payment, personal expense payment, then the drawings account will be opened. Always remember, whenever any personal expense is paid, then drawings account will be opened. So now think about the, yes, very good. Cash is asset, nature, and drawing is an expense for the business. Okay. In some books, drawing is written as expense, and in some books it is written as capital. So you both consider. The answer will remain same. So whenever we are withdrawing the cash, our asset is decreasing, and whenever we are withdrawing our own money, then capital is also decreased or the expenses is increased. Both are same. So the capital is decreased and expenses are increased. दोनों में आपका रूल सेम ही हो जाएगा, आपके पास अल्टीमेट आंसर सेम आएगा. ओके, so when cash account is decreased, it is credited, and when expenses are decreased, it increased, it is debited, and capital is decreased, it is also debited. तो दोनों से ही आपका डेबिट ही आएगा, चाहे आप उसको एक्सपेंस ले लें चाहे आप कैपिटल लें. Clear? So which two accounts are involved here? Cash and drawings. So cash is credited and drawings are debited. Debit account we need to write first. This was the first entry. This is the second entry. So we are writing the journal entry now. Drawings account debit to cash account, and the amount 5,000, and here also 5,000. Then narration being amount withdrawn for payment of fees. So I told you one thing here, that there is no standardized language for narration. Okay, accounts are standardized कि जो आपका आंसर आ रहा है वही दो अकाउंट आएंगे. But for writing narration, it's your choice that how you are going to write the narration. If you are not able to make the narration, then what you can do, just add being and you can write the same transaction which is given in the question. Being amount withdrawn rupees 5,000 to pay fees of son. So it's up to you. You are writing the same particular transaction, or you are writing in your own words. So it's up to you. So narration can never be wrong. Means narration means brief description. अब वो brief description कैसे देना है ये आपको decide करना है. तो there is no standardized language for narrations. Okay. Now third transaction. Yes, third transaction. Write down third transaction. Yes. Third transaction is being goods returned. Yes, being goods returned. By goods returned. ध्यान से समझ लेना. By Mohan of rupees 3,000. First of all, whenever there is a goods return concept, you have to decide whether it is a sales return or purchase return. Yes, goods returned by Mohan. So please tell me, it is sales return or purchase return? Yes, everyone has given me correct answer. Yes, yes, very good. Sales return. So the one account involved here will be sales return. Sales return. Okay. One account here is sales return, and the another account here is जब आपके goods आपने sale किए थे, now you are returning back. तो उससे क्या होगा, आपका debtor कम होगा या creditor कम होगा? Tell me. Whose account will be affected by sales return? Debtors or creditors? Yes, debtor. Who is debtor here? If the name of the debtor is mentioned, then you are going to use the name. Otherwise, you can write debtor. Okay. So whose account will be reduced? Mohan. So first account is sales return and the another account is Mohan. Sales return account means sales account is our revenue. So sales return will be expense basically. Sales return will be expense because our revenues are decreasing. Okay, and Mohan is our debtor, not creditor. Here Mohan is our debtor or debtor is an asset. Okay, so expense is increasing and here asset is decreasing because Mohan has returned some of the goods. So in future his account is reduced. It means asset is decreased. So when expenses are increased, then it is debited, and when asset is decreased, it is credited. And the journal entry will be sales return account debit to Mohan, because Mohan is asset. And if you are not able to identify the nature of both the accounts, then just find out the nature of one. Suppose you are very much sure that Mohan is your debtor and debtor mean asset. When the Mohan will be returning goods, then the asset will be decreasing, so Mohan will be credited. It means the alternate account will be debited. You can analyze only one account and the other account will be opposite. But My advice is to always analyze both the accounts. In that case, your concept will be clear. Okay. So sales return account debit to Mohan, and the amount is same whatever is given in the question, 3000. And the narration will be being goods returned by Mohan, and your transaction is ended here. Next transaction. Next, write down return goods to Radha, costing rupees 10,000. So what does it mean? Purchase return or sales return? Yes, returned goods to Radha. So what is this? Purchase return or sales return? If we are returning goods, return goods to Radha means we are returning goods to Radha. It means Radha is our supplier, our creditor. So we have returned goods. So it's a purchase return. The account here in bold is purchase return. So one account is purchase return, and what is the other account? Please tell me. One is purchase return, and what is the other account? Please tell me. Yes, what is the other account? Yes, I am waiting. Yes, very good. So one account here is purchase return, and the other account is Radha. Radha is our creditor, not debtor, Harshita. Radha, we are returning goods to Radha. Yes, so Radha is our creditor. Creditor means liability, creditor. And purchase return, purchase was our expense. And if we are purchase return, doing the purchase return, that it means its nature will be revenue. So liability is decreasing and revenue is increasing. This analysis you have to do before doing any entry. So liability is decreasing, and whenever liability decreases, what is this? Whenever liability is decreases, क्या करते हैं उसको? It is debited or credited? Liability decreases. Yes, it is debited. If Radha is debited, then purchase return will be credited. And the journal entry will be there. Yes, Radha debit to purchase return. Amount, whatever the amount is given in the question, suppose 1000. And now write the narration, being goods returned to Radha. Being goods returned to Radha. Okay, being goods returned to Radha. Am I clear? Please tell me. Am I clear with the concept? Yes. Listen everyone, this chapter is so important. This chapter is very important. We can say that this chapter is the foundation stone for learning accountancy, because you cannot forget this chapter. If you are pursuing your career in commerce, then this chapter will be used everywhere. Without journal, there is no existence of accountancy. And this chapter will be used simultaneously used in 11th as well as 12th as well as in BCom and whatever the course you are pursuing. So this is very much important chapter. So please don't feel shy if you are not able to understand. Tell me here only so that I can repeat that particular transaction, because this chapter will be laying down the foundation stone of your understanding. Okay, so that's why I'm going very slow, and one by one entries I am telling to you. Next entry, write down. Yes, depreciation charged on machinery. Yes, depreciation charged on machinery. Yes. Next entry, depreciation charged on machinery. Yes, machinery was of rupees 50,000 and you have charged depreciation at the rate of 10%. Yes, this is the format of journal I am drawing here. Yes. Yes, this is serial number serial number, particulars, ledger folio, and you need not to write anything in this column, ledger folio, and this is debit amount and this is credit amount. ये column नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है? So depreciation charged on machinery. Charged on machinery. 50,000 का machine है and you have to charge depreciation at the rate of 10%. So which two accounts will be there? Yes, yes. Capital will never be involved. Please don't involve capital. Again, you people are going back to accounting equation. There is no role of capital. One account here is machine account. Machine account. And other account here is depreciation. You have to name the expense account. Okay. Depreciation account. Nature of depreciation is that it is our expense. And nature of machine is it is our asset. Okay. Depreciation is an expense and machine is an asset. So whenever depreciation is charged, why Khushi, why you are writing cash? What is the role of cash here? Please tell me. There is no role of cash. Cash will be involved only when we are making payment. Paid word is there or received word is there. Because paid means payment is made, received means payment is received. Only in these two situations, cash will be used. Otherwise, cash will never be used. Either paid or received is there. Okay. So here two accounts, machine and depreciation. Machine is an asset, depreciation is an expense. Whenever expense is there, it is always debited. And asset, when we will be charging depreciation on machine, the value of machine will be increased or decreased. When we will charge depreciation on machine, the value of machine will be increased or decreased. Yes, decreased. So asset is decreased. When asset is decreased, it is always credited. When expense is increased, it is always debited. So write here serial number 1. Now depreciation account will be debited and machine account will be credited. And that writing transaction will be, journal entry will be written like this: depreciation account debit to machine or machinery, whatever is given in the question, to machine account. Now the amount, machine is of 50,000 and the rate of depreciation is 10%. So what will be the value of depreciation? Yes, what will be the value of depreciation? No, 45,000 is not the depreciation. Harshita, why every time you give me wrong answers? Just try to understand, listen carefully and solve it and then give the answer. Don't give me random answers, please. So I am just asking the depreciation amount. So the depreciation amount, yes, very good, Samay and Ishita, 5,000. Because the rate of depreciation is 10% and the value of machine is 50,000. So the depreciation we need to charge on the machine and machine value is 50,000. So 10% of 50,000. So the value of depreciation is 5,000. So we need to fill the amount 5,000 and here also debit and credit in both column. Now end the journal entry by writing narration being depreciation at the rate of 10% charged or provided, charged on machine. Yes, here one transaction, one journal entry is completed. Amount वाले column को आपने block नहीं करना है. Okay. Next transaction. Now try to understand the next transaction. Write down the next transaction, that is rent outstanding. Yes, rent outstanding. Tell me, rent outstanding of rupees 800. Which two accounts are involved there? Yes, rent outstanding 800. Which two accounts are involved there in rent outstanding? Please tell me. Yes, beta, I am waiting for your answer. Please tell me. Rent outstanding. Dhruv Bansal, why cash? First of all, tell me what is the meaning of rent outstanding. Please tell me. Try to understand the concept first before giving the answer. It's my request to everyone. Don't be hasty in giving answers. Try to understand the transaction, analyze it, Then finally give the answer. Okay. Yes. Which two accounts are there if rent is outstanding? Yes. I am waiting for your answer. Which two accounts are there if rent is outstanding? Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. Yes. First account is rent. No doubt in this rent account. Now, if we have paid the rent outstanding means till now we have not paid it. Okay, till now we have not paid it. I told you in previous question also, previous transaction also, cash will be involved only when we have paid something or we have received something. But in this transaction, neither we have paid nor we have received. So cash cannot be involved. So the first account is rent account and the second account we आप सोचो जब आप रेंट आउटस्टैंडिंग करते थे तो आप रेंट आउटस्टैंडिंग का एक अलग से कॉलम बनाते थे ना जब हम अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन करते थे. Yes, Siddhi, very good. Harshita, very good. So there will be the another account outstanding rent or rent outstanding. Both are correct. Rent account is the first account and second account is outstanding rent or rent account. Okay. So rent account nature is an expense and outstanding rent account. What is its nature? Outstanding rent, expense, revenue, liability, asset, capital. What is its nature? Rent outstanding. Yes, it's a liability. Very good. So now expense is always debited and liability is increasing. So it will be liability is increasing. So it will be, tell me, whenever liability increases, then it is, yes, whenever liability is increases, then it is credited. So now we have analyzed the transaction and we have got the two accounts, rent and outstanding rent. So I'm going to write in journal format like this: rent account debit to outstanding rent or rent outstanding account. Okay. So the amount is whatever the amount is given in the question. Suppose it is 500 and the narration will be being rent outstanding. That's it. No need to write any other thing. Okay. Next, purchased stationery for business use. In business, there is a need of stationery also. So we have purchased stationery of rupees 200. Now tell me, which two accounts are involved whenever we are purchasing? Yes, very good. Very good, Ishita, Samay. I'm waiting for some more answers. Please try to give me answer, everyone. Because if you people are not giving me answer, it means you people are not thinking. You are just listening. If you are just listening, then the concept will not be clear. It will be clear only when you are taking active participation in the class. Okay. So two accounts are involved here. Stationery, it is an expense. Stationery is not an asset. Make sure it is an expense. And cash. Purchased means you have make payment because here it is not mentioned that on credit you have purchased. And as well as name of the person is also not mentioned. So it means you have purchased stationery means you have purchased for cash. So stationery, the nature of stationery, please tell me. Expense. And nature of cash, yes, it's not purchase account, Vaishali. What I told you about purchase. Purchase and sales are two exclusive words which can be used only for what? Yes, everyone, please tell me. Purchase and sales are two exclusive words which can be used only for, yes, yes, only for when goods are purchased or sold. Stationery is not goods. If you are purchasing goods, then in question goods must be mentioned. So stationery is not goods here. Okay, so it is a type of expense. It is the expense because you are purchasing the stationery. Then next month again you have to purchase the stationery. It is a consumable and all the consumables are the part of expenses. Okay, so stationery is one account and cash is the another account. The nature of cash is it is an asset. Okay, nature of cash is it is an asset. Expense is increasing as you are making payment of cash, so it is decreased. So whenever expenses are increased, it is debited, and asset are increased, it is credited. So the journal entry will be, yes, journal entry will be stationery account debit to cash. Okay, and the value is 200, 500, whatever is given in the question. Being stationery purchased, being stationery purchased. Am I clear? Yes, please tell me, am I clear with all these journal entries, or is there any problem? Please tell me, everyone. Okay, so in tomorrow class I will be introducing new topic. So this is all about the journal entries, and in next classes on daily basis I will be introducing new topic, because the basic journal entries are clear to everyone. All these are the basic journal entries. अब हम प्रो जर्नल एंट्रीज में जाएंगे. ओके, जैसे तुम गेम्स में करते हो ना प्रो, तो सिमिलरली वी विल गो फॉर द प्रो जर्नल एंट्रीज. ओके बेटा.